We're back with another badge breakdown video in our badge breakdown series. Bobby and Cody, we are diving straight into this playmaking badge. As you can see by the title of this video, it's Break Starter. The Break Starter badge activates after grabbing a defensive rebound and makes deep outlet passes made up the court more accurate. Passes must be made quickly following the defensive rebound in order to get this badge to activate. Bobby, what are the requirements for the Break Starter badge this year?
So for it to be on bronze, there is no requirement, so any build, any pass accuracy, you can get Break Starter on bronze. Silver, you need a 65 pass accuracy. Gold, you need a 76 pass accuracy. And Hall of Fame, you need an 86 pass accuracy.
This year, as you guys know, in NBA 2K23, different badges depend on your height with the tier system. And for Break Starter, from 5'11 to 6'9 is tier 1, costs tier 1 badge points. For 6'10 to 7'3, it jumps up all the way to a tier 3 badge. So Bobby, first thing, what do you think about that difference where it jumps from tier 1 to tier 3?
Yeah, I'm surprised there's no really like tier 2 in between, because I feel like obviously it activates off of a defense rebound, so the taller builds should get more rebounds, but 6'9 could, probably get a lot of rebounds. So yeah. If you put on, your rebounding up and your vertical up, you still be able to get rebounds at 6'9. So that could be something while you guys are making your build to be like, I can make a 6'9", get these rebounds, and have Break Starter only at tier 1, which could be useful. So it makes sense though that the smaller builds tier 1 obviously, because they shouldn't get as many rebounds. So.
For sure, that's a great point. 6'9" power forwards.
Yeah,
this is a cheap but much needed badge probably.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so talking about much needed. What do you think about Break Starter as a badge in 2K23? It's been great in the past. Is it as good this year?
I think it's actually really good this year, especially, obviously, like I said, you want to be a big. So mainly, if you're playing 5v5, power forwards and centers, they definitely should have Break Starter. A key reason for that, too, is because of now the fouling rule, the transition take rule, which is in the NBA and in the game as well. You can't foul on the break as much. So what that means is you can just throw breaks and people have to get back on defense. So I've noticed it definitely matters your pass accuracy on how fast your passes are and the catches you get. Break Starter definitely gives you better catches and faster passes the higher you have it on.
That rule is going to change the way 2K is played at the highest level.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, especially in Pro-Am. And then also, too, in the park, it matters as well. So if you're playing, a 3 or the 2, getting those rebounds and just throwing up in the park, 3v3, it can be fast-paced. So Break Starter can be good in really any mode unless you're playing 1v1, you have no one to pass to.
Very true. And we'll also shout out your boy Fitz, another 2K YouTuber. Make sure you go check his video out. The link will be in the description. He ranked Break Starter as a top 2 badge in terms of tiers. So I think he had S tier and had a few badges, and then the second level he had Break Starter. Break Starter is getting a lot of respect from the community, and like Bobby said, we think it's a good badge. Fitz does as well. Check out his video in the description if you want to learn more. What builds should use Break Starter? We talked a little bit about this already.
Yeah, I would just say any build that is getting a lot of defensive rebounds, so mainly it's going to be your bigs, your centers, and your power forwards, like I said, in 5v5. Now, if you're a wing player and you get a lot of rebounds, or maybe you're playing the 2 and you got maybe a point forward in the park or something like that, you can use it if you want to be able to throw faster outlet passes if you got the badge points. But at the same time, if you're a point forward, you probably dribble it up the court some as well, so you might not need it as much. So I think it's a must-have though on those bigs to outlet it, run the break, and we know how hard it is this 2K to score in the half court, so getting on the break is a must.
What about level of badge? So we've got bronze, silver, gold, Hall of Fame. In your experience playing so far, have you been able to tell a difference between those levels? And then what would you recommend for the viewers that they should equip?
Yeah, so I actually made a post-score build, like a Jokic build.
Toxic.
On Xbox. They patched me the day after I got it, but the one thing they didn't patch is Break Starter. So I have it on Hall of Fame on that build, and it's a huge difference in the park and in, I've only played rec with it so far, but it throws really good outlet passes, run the break. I get a rebound, it's a dunk the other way almost every time. So I would recommend it as high as you can if you can get on Hall of Fame. Realistically, I would try to get it on at least gold. I think gold gets the job done, and it'll still throw pretty good outlet passes. Silver, you can still get by with, but it's just not going to have the same impact as Gold or Hall of Fame.
This comes from Pro-Am, and I'm sure a lot of people know it. Some might not, though. Tapping RBLB or R1, L1, what does that do?
Yeah, so what that does is off of a rebound, if you have the ball, or anytime you have the ball, R1, L1, or RB, LB, if you click it at the same time, it's going to throw it the furthest person down the court. So, most of the time I don't even think, I just rebound it RB, LB, and boom, it's thrown to the furthest person down the court, which is always good because if you have a really good player run the break, sometimes if they see a defender too, they can kind of run, they call route running a little bit, so getting some Madden going on, but route running where they can dex it and stuff like that, where you don't get a turnover and they get open off the break.
Very good. Hopefully that tip helps you guys. Hopefully this video helped you if you're deciding between Break Starter and another badge, or whether or not you want to equip it on your player. Let us know down in the comments below what you think about Break Starter, if you agree or disagree with our take, and also let us know what badge you want us to break down next in our series. Appreciate you tuning in. From Bobby and Cody, take it easy, and we'll see you next time.